Hello, everyone out there in the podcast and streaming world. My name is Techie. How are you, buddy?
Oh, you know what? You think that I press the M button to unmute my damn thingo, and it's like, oh, you mean unmute now? Hold on, give us a few minutes. Freaking thing. So
Sorry, we lost
start.
you there for a second, but
Yeah.
we're fine. You're
All right.
fine. It wasn't your end; it was my end. It's all good.
Okay, let's start our intro again. Hello, everybody out there in the streaming and podcast world. My name is Talon.
My name's Techie. All right,
And how's everybody doing?
we're doing great. What a day! Honestly,
Dude.
what a day!
I've been watching.
Christmas came early. Holy shit!
Christmas came fucking early, man. Holy shit! We've got announcements galore. The Game
We
Awards.
sure do.
Man. Game Awards. I watched last year's Game Awards and they were really good, but this year's one seemed to be a lot better.
This is taking the cake, I think. I mean, I think a lot of this possibly for me because E3 was all right. It wasn't the best, but I think this might be a topic we might talk about tonight. But do you think maybe the Game Awards might be the one that would take over what E3 is?
I'll honestly say probably because E3, I don't trust them anymore. The company that runs it, I mean, for goodness sake, during the whole pandemic era, like when the pandemic started last year, they had a leak of all of their all the people, all like event, booth agents, event attendee. Literally, they had celebrities and that, a whole huge leak on their website. People could just access the website and get their email addresses and their home addresses. And the ESRB, who is the same company that runs it, who does all the ratings and that, did shit all. And I don't trust E3 anymore. I used to love E3. Hell, I dreamed about going to E3.
Going to E3? Yeah.
I dreamed about it because it just looks so cool. And nowadays, it's bullshit because so many big companies backed away. Sony, Xbox, Nintendo, you name it. They all walked away.
I mean, I think everyone knew that Nintendo was going to eventually move away
they
from
got
that anyway, because they have their directs every like.
And now
month or
Xbox
so.
is doing. And now Xbox doing their own.
PlayStation's doing their own.
Yeah.
I think honestly, maybe Game Awards will be the time where we will see future content.
And honestly, I think it's a great place for it because not only can you have amazing announcements, but also it's a great place.
It's just a nice place to enjoy and celebrate. Yeah, exactly.
Really cool thing that came out of the Game Awards was the voice actress for Lady Dimitrescu, Resident Evil. She won Best Performance of the Year.
Yeah. So I've actually got stuff here right now. So the Game of the Year is It Takes Two.
Which is interesting.
I have not played that yet. Have you played it yet?
No, I haven't. But surprisingly, with that game, the owner of the studio, the studio, the publisher, and the developer that made that game, they're in trouble at the moment with Take-Two Interactive, the company that works with Rockstar for Grand Theft Auto. They're being sued at the moment for the name It Takes Two. It's such a ridiculous thing because Take-Two, look, I could go on for hours of why Take-Two is such a terrible, terrible company. But sucks to be them because they lost Game of the Year to It Takes Two.
Yeah.
But no, good on them.
No, exactly.
From what I've seen of the game, I've only seen bits and pieces of it. It looks really good. It's again, I might play it. I might have to
Yeah,
suss it out.
look, I've heard very, very, very good things about the game. I really want to pick it up.
Yeah, so I have to see if it's good. I hope it's good.
The best game direction today was also Deathloop. That is still something I need to get as well.
Yeah,
But again,
I can't
heard good
get
things
it.
about it too.
I can't get it, sadly. I don't have PS5 yet, but I've seen gameplay
I thought they
for it.
announced that it was on the PS4.
No, I looked it up. Let me double check again.
I'm checking now for you.
Yeah, hang on. Let me check.
Okay, so this is interesting. This was coming back from September. Deathloop PS4 version appears on PlayStation Store.
No, I looked up on Twin Infinite.
But that's it.
Unfortunately, no. Deathloop is not coming to PS4. Instead, the game will be only available on PS5 and PC for release next year. It's believed that the time exclusivity period runs until the very earliest of September 2022. So there's a time exclusivity.
Yeah. And honestly, this is possibly not a huge surprise considering how good this game looks.
I mean, it's from Arcane Studios, the guys that made the whole Dishonored series.
Oh, this is the next one. So this is for best sports race and racing game and innovation in accessibility, and this falls on Horizon 5.
Oh yeah,
it deserves that award.
yeah,
Honestly,
it's,
just
my
that trailer
brother-in-law.
alone of the gameplay, it looks flawlessly
My
beautiful.
brother-in-law Tony, he's got it, and he loves it. Said it's one of the best racing games he's ever played. He loves the Horizon series, and it sucks that it's an Xbox exclusive, but at the same time though, this is Xbox's baby, and
Yeah, exactly.
they're protecting it, and they're letting developers do whatever they want with it. I mean, it's an open world car game with full on car customization. If you're a car nut, this is
not only did it win best sports and racing game, it also won best audio.
Yeah, because some of the audio for it it's incredible.
Yeah, so best audio design is also given to Forza Horizon 5.
Yeah, I'll have to tell my brother-in-law that because he loves that game, so I'm gonna have to tell him that.
Mm.
He doesn't have to go to work tomorrow, so he gets to stay up late.
Well, I'm not sure if you guys, if any of you joined our stream earlier on Twitch, but you were able to see a little bit. I don't think it's saved onto our profile on there though, which is a shame.
We're not affiliate yet because we're going to get to that level.
No, you can save. It's just a part of this settings, and it wasn't turned on at that point.
But you were playing.
But I was playing the new Matrix. It's hard. It's not really the Matrix, though, is it? I mean, it is.
It's the
but
Matrix Awakens. It's called the Matrix Awakens. It's literally a Unreal Engine.
It's not really a game per se. It is more of a demo for Unreal Engine 5.
And I watched it earlier.
Yeah, you watched the stream.
Yeah, I watched it earlier on IGN's YouTube channel. They were playing it on Xbox One, I believe. And but I did drop in for the stream and watched a little bit of it. The cool thing about it is you were tweaking around with a lot of the settings and that, testing it out. It looks flawless, man.
Yeah. I mean, can we talk about that chase scene?
Yeah, that chase scene was incredible. That felt like
it was just stripped right out of film. Honestly, it looked fantastic.
You mix that in with the Matrix Reloaded and the theme song for when they're getting on the highway. Yeah, I would believe that's the movie because it felt like the movie.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Like I was watching a film. And the cool thing is, I love how the motion capture for Keanu and Carrie-Anne Moss. Oh my god, they look just like they walk straight. They look real. You couldn't tell between the real face and
that they ripped right out of the first Matrix when he's passed out on his computer desk.
Yeah, that was in game.
It looked like that was gameplay. That
was gameplay.
Looked like it was like literally from the film.
Yeah, I did.
I was shocked.
And I love that. I really did. And I'm excited for Keanu and Carrie-Anne Moss because we've got The Matrix Resurrections coming out in a few weeks.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be good for them to bump up for their film as well because, again, hype for The Matrix is really high. It's the freaking Matrix. I mean, I loved how Keanu said, like, you know, can you believe it's been 20 years since the first Matrix movie?
Yeah, I can't
20 years ago, he did that film.
I
20
honestly can't believe
years.
that.
Like, I know, I can't believe it either. Like, it's been that long, and I still love that movie to this day because, again, that movie was a groundbreaking experience. It broke the barrier on not just for science fiction, but also for special effects. I mean,
Special
they
effects,
invented
film,
they invented
just
bullet
film in
time, for
general.
God's sake. Yeah, they invented
The
bullet time.
the color grading in it too is where there's always that hint of green in it. And that's what I found really cool in the settings for this thing too, for the Unreal
Yeah,
Engine 5, is that you could
yeah.
choose to have the matrix setting on or off.
Yeah, you can, and that was really cool. I noticed that when they actually the IGN staff who was playing it at the time, they tweaked around with that setting. And I loved how they released it for free for next
Mm.
gen comp for PS5, PC,
I mean,
and
could you
Xbox
imagine
One.
them selling this though? Like, I wouldn't kind of
Pay for it. I wouldn't pay for it.
let
It's
people
just a
pay for
demo.
this. It's just a demo that there's not much you can do except after you do that chase scene, which is its main showcase. That's the main
It's really good,
showcase, is that. But then you get to explore the city.
which I really liked, and you can see just how good this engine is running. Like
I've
again,
got
you could
I've got screen. I took some screenshots. But I didn't get to upload it. But I would promise you guys that we will upload that tonight, onto our social on Facebook and
yeah, well,
possibly
yeah.
Instagram.
Yep. It
But
was really cool because again,
yeah,
I loved how you can turn off the matrix filter, but you can just see all the different particles and all those different type of effects. So you can just see with it and see just how this engine's running.
yeah.
And you can hear all the sound as well. The sound quality for this engine, oh my god, it sounds crisp, so crisp.
Man, I wish I had like the PS5 3D audio headset. That would have been phenomenal to
Oh,
play
dude,
with.
you need to get those headphones, bro.
I know, but they're like $160.
But again, Christmas is coming up. You could put it on lay-by.
I could. Boxing Day
I mean, there
sales.
is Boxing Day sale. Yeah. I'm going to be looking into that. I'm not even going to lie about it. We're going to look into Boxing Day sales. But the cool thing about this, just with this, like, Unreal Engine 5, man, this has been like Christmas has come friggin' early. Not only did we just get the Game Awards,
And you
all
know
these
what, guys?
amazing
We are
announcements.
only touching the surface right now of
We've already
everything that
cracked
dropped.
the surface. Like, Jesus Christ. I mean, can we go over these announcements? I mean, for
Oh yeah,
goodness sake.
we plan to get over these announcements easily.
All right.
Just hindsight, guys, it's going to be a long show because there was a
It's
lot.
going to be a long
But
show.
I do want to talk
Yes.
a bit more about the Unreal Engine 5 stuff because to me, this is what this was possibly one of the biggest showcases because this is the future of gaming. This is
Yeah, this is.
where we're going now. This is what
This
we
is
wanted
exactly
when
what we're going.
PS5 stuff came out. This
Yeah.
type of quality. And
We're finally here.
this is what it's like now. Can you imagine 5-10 years down the track?
It's going to be
By
probably.
the end of the PS5's run, it's going to be insane.
I mean,
If
for
that's
goodness
what it's
sake,
like
we
now.
already know for a fact is that with this new engine, it's going to change everything we see out of gaming. I mean, I've lost for words how good it
We will
was.
no longer. This is the best way of this to describe this. I think I'm hyped up. I'm really hyped up after playing that. I'm not sure if you can tell.
I can tell. Oh, I can tell, my friend. I can definitely tell.
But like, I've lost my train of thought. Holy crap! What was I saying?
You were talking about
Yes,
the
I got it back
Unreal
now.
Engine.
I've got it back now. So I think what the plan is now is that we are completely stepping away from, okay, here's some gaming stuff, here's the gaming stories. Let's make it look fucking cinematic now. And showing this tonight, I can see that. We are definitely going to a whole new world in gaming. It's going to be more cinematic than anything possible.
100% going away from generic looking games to now going to cinematic glory. I mean, we already had it with some amazing titles back in the day, but this is we're getting closer and closer to our games pretty much almost looking real. That's the crazy thing, and that's what I love. And it's not going to be, and the good thing about it is, though, is it's going to be good not only for us as gamers, but also it's going to be good for the film industry because again, games, video game, movie license games. Some are a lot of them bad, but some of them have been really good. For instance, Shadow of Mordor, for example, by Monolith Studios, which I will get into more on Monolith very, very soon on another title they're working on. They announced at the Game Awards. You don't know which title I'm talking about, but I'll tell you in a second.
I'm
Or
just
I
checking
think you
this
do.
out. So we do have an update, by the way, for the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection.
What do we have?
Well, I hope people that have the PS5 have got their SSDs. I don't. Legacy's collection has now been added to the PlayStation servers, and it looks like it's going to be a big download. It's currently pegged at 89.911 gigabytes, and that's without any day one patch.
Oh, dude. So Okay, there's no physical release for this Legacy Edition.
Yes, there is.
There is that's right there.
Yeah, this is just showing up on the PlayStation Store.
But this is not even day one patch. Jesus Christ.
This brings me to the question. I want to know more of these details, but
adding more.
No, it's are they running it through Unreal Engine 5? And because we're talking about the cinematic stuff, this game would run fantastic under that.
Now, again, I don't think they'll be running it through Unreal Engine 5 because, again, some of the things are still experimental on it, so they're probably still working on it. They probably just want to show off what they had.
Could be. It could be.
I mean, there's an experimental night mode in the game that you can check out as well to see what it looks like at nighttime.
Yes, I want to get onto that, and I'll probably stream that. Not tomorrow, maybe Saturday night. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. So I've got to get into the announcements because
we've got to get into the announcements.
All right. So I've got a list here. I'll read off it. We'll talk off it. I need to talk about the obvious one. I want to talk about Sonic Frontiers. Actually, I want to start that off.
Yeah, let's start that off.
I was surprised.
I'm blown away by that too. Like Jesus Christ!
It's Sonic Frontiers. It's literally So this is just coming off Digital Trends. I'm just reading their article. Sonic fans got a double dose of news at the show. First off, we finally got a closer look at the Blue Blur's new game, which was teased earlier this year. Sonic Frontiers is an open-world game, which is a huge departure for the series. Not to use a tire cliche, but it generally looks like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's coming out holiday 2022. Now, we don't know a lot about this game because, again, it only just got announced.
Just first trailer.
It's his first trailer. It was teased earlier this year, and honestly, it looks really cool. It looks generally departing away from what its usual trend is, level at level. I mean, the last ever Sonic game we got was a really bad one, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, which was god awful. Do not play that game. It sucks. If you want to play a good Sonic's game, play Sonic Generations. That's really good. But keep an eye on Sonic Frontiers. I think this one will be good. I really hope so. Because there hasn't been a really good new Sonic game in a long, long time.
Yeah, because the other last game before that was Sonic Forces as well.
Yeah, Sonic Forces was not good. It sucked. It felt generic and just blasé. But the lowest part I've ever gotten to was, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, yeah, but Shadow the Hedgehog was another low bar for me. I hated Shadow because it just did not feel like a Sonic game.
What?
It just felt.
You didn't like the Shadow the Hedgehog game back on the Xbox?
No, I hated it.
Dude!
I did not like it. It sucks because it felt dead. It felt lifeless to me. That's not just my opinion. Yeah, that's not just my opinion though. Kadikuris, another YouTuber I watch, he loves he does good game reviews. Sonic's not his favorite character. He only likes a couple of Sonic's games. He put Sonic the Hedgehog on his top 10 worst list. Like, he hated it. He topped it. He did a countdown of all the most worst games, and he put Shadow the Hedgehog there. And you know what? I don't blame him because it sucks. I'd rather play Sonic 06 because at least Sonic 06 actually could control function. I'd rather play Sonic Heroes, another great game as well.
Yeah,
I love Sonic Heroes.
That was a fantastic game. What was the
That was a
Sonic
fantastic game.
racing game too that they had?
Sonic Free Riders on Xbox Connect. No, I, I didn't like it on the Connect because I hate the Connect. I never liked the Connect. I can never can understand why Xbox pushed this thing when the Xbox One came out. That was a freaking disaster when that Xbox One came out. I remember that a whole cliched disaster that was, and I remember everything
Sonic
about
Riders
it.
Zero Gravity.
Yeah. There is Sonic. There is another Sonic racing game that's actually pretty
Yeah,
good.
it was Sonic Riders as well.
Yeah, Sonic Riders. Yeah,
There was two Sonic Riders, wasn't there?
I think so. I've looked up my Sonic. There's a lot of Sonic games. Let's just say that there are a lot of Sonic games. But not only
the first Sonic Riders game. 96% of people like this game.
And Sonic Free Riders on Xbox Connect. No one liked the game.
Yeah, no. Let's not talk about that one.
It was a terrible motion controlled game that made you feel ill. Ugh.
But look, I'm excited for this. I am honestly excited for this. I don't know which console I'm going to pick it up on though.
I probably will pick it up on Switch.
I'm really leaning towards Switch.
I mean, I'm surprised it's a Nintendo game.
Well, it's a Sega game, but
a Sega game, but it's coming to PS4.
It's Nintendo. It's coming to PS4, PS5,
Xbox One, and Xbox X Series X. Series X, yeah. Fuck yeah.
All right.
Sonic Frontiers. But we're not done with Sonic yet. We finally got our first look at the first trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yes, we sure did.
And dude, I'm already for it. Ben Schwartz and Jim Carrey, man. Ben Schwartz is voicing Sonic, and Jim Carrey is back, looking so goddamn good as Dr.
I
Robotnik.
loved the tease at the end of the first film.
I loved it with his iconic freaking long mustache, the bald head, and the goggles, and he's finally back and he's rocking the same look. I love the new look for him. I love how he gets all these fucking robots back and they look like ones from the game, which is crazy. But not only that, we're gonna first look at Tails.
With the well, we got Tails at the end of the first film.
We did, but we didn't really get a good look at Tails that well.
I think we did. I can't remember. It's been a
while. It's been a while. But I like the way Tails looks. I love the way he sounds. I love the plane. I love how they're introducing a lot of the classic stuff from Sonic's games now. But the biggest one for me, Knuckles. I love that. I love that. It's just in that part in the.
I mean, technically, Knuckles was in the first film.
Was.
Yeah, we did.
Did?
Yeah.
Like I said, it's been a while since I've seen that movie.
I mean, look, it was. We didn't see him, but we saw him. If you get what I mean. There was like a little hint that was Knuckles that killed Yao at the beginning of the movie. Yeah, there was rumors that was Knuckles.
But I love how we finally get a good look at Idris Elba voicing him, and I just loved when he just stopped Sonic with his fist, and he's just like, "What makes you think I want your power?
Yeah. I don't need your power.
I don't need your power." And I'm just like, "Where are my manners? Sonic, meet Knuckles." I'm like, so that's really cool. So Knuckles and Dr. Eggman are working together. Knuckles must not be aware of what Dr. Eggman's done.
I don't think he is.
I don't think he is. Not and yet. Also. But I love in the trailer as well. And
they'll team up at the end.
Yeah, I really loved how that emerald, that's a Chaos Emerald.
Oh yeah, it is.
And it's a green one, meaning we're going into that era, which also means that we might get Shadow.
Oh, I think Shadow will be the end credit scene, and we'll get Shadow in the third film.
Yeah, and also look, I love Shadow the Hedgehog. I reckon he's fucking cool. I really do. I just didn't like his game. I love the character, just not his game. But dude, if they do Shadow the Hedgehog, oh my god, that's fucking cool. Really cool. But no,
I listened to you earlier before the show though. Like, I do think that we are in the golden age of video game movies.
I really think we do.
I mean, there were mixed things about Warcraft.
Well, mixing about Warcraft, the Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City.
But
Yeah, the Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City that came out. From what I've said of reviews, it wasn't really good, sadly,
I've heard
which does
mixed.
suck. I've heard mixed opinions, mixed reviews about it. I haven't seen it myself personally. I might wait for it to come on Netflix or something like that and watch it because again, I uh, I don't know. Resident Evil for me, it's a hard game. Like look, it's an easy game to do. It's a zombie game, but there's so much more about the lore and and keeping it accurate. And I understand with this movie that they did try to keep it accurate, tried to keep the story there with the characters, with Claire, Leon, Jill, Chris,
Mm.
and Wesker and that. But from what I heard, it just the action and some of the acting felt really off, and some of the CGI for the monsters and that wasn't really good, which sucks. And I understand as well that they tried to take both Resident Evil 1 and 2 stories
And mash
and
it
put
together.
them and mash it together, which again, cool in concept, but there's got to be a good execution for it. What they should have done, and this is just my opinion, stick to the first game. It's already a good story. You can literally have a haunted house type of scenario for a film. You
Oh
can
yeah, you
literally
could.
have that.
Well, we had
They
the
go
Haunted
and
Mansion from Disney.
yeah, we had the haunted mansion, house, uh, the house, haunted hill house, the house,
Mm.
haunted hill house, stuff like that. You can do those type of films. Just have it centered around Resident Evil. I mean, for goodness sake, look, if you want to have a true Resident Evil experience, go pick up the Resident Evil Origins bundle on the PS4 store and play that. It's really good. You can play it on the Switch as well. It's an entire remake of the original. If you want to keep up to date with Resident Evil, play Resident Evil Village, play
Oh yeah.
7. Um, Play the remake of Resident Evil 2. Play the remake of Resident Evil 3. Play Resident Evil 4. Just don't play Resident Evil 5 and 6. They're not true Resident
Yeah.
Evil games in my opinion. And don't play Umbrella Corps. That game fucking sucks. But I do agree that we are getting into the golden age of video game movies. And yes, there are going to be stinkers in there. Of course, everything Hollywood's not perfect.
Yeah.
Hollywood's not perfect with the film
I
department.
mean, we
But
can look
again,
at Thor: The Dark World. So even the MCU's had a couple of stinkers.
yeah,
Eternals.
there've been a couple of Eternals. Yeah,
Oh, no,
Eternals.
no. I haven't really watched it yet, so I can't actually judge.
We can't actually judge
But
that yet.
anyway,
But again, from
we've got a lot to keep
um,
going. So let's go.
well,
Alan
Sonic
Wake
Hedgehog.
2
Yes, I
is
just want to say,
coming.
Alan.
Sorry?
I just wanted to say one last thing for Sonic. The film is coming out April 8th next year.
Yep.
Yes, I want to say. But Alan Wake 2. Oh my
Alan
god,
Wake
we
2.
can't Alan Wake 2, man. So the first game was just remastered recently for PS5 and that, and
Yeah.
I'm already excited. So Alan Wake 2 is finally getting its long-awaited sequel. A teaser trailer didn't show too much other than the titular Alan Wake standing on a dark street. It'll be a survival horror game, unlike the original, which was considered an action game. It'll launch sometime in 2023, and we won't get more news until next summer. So, survival horror game. So it's
I
going
knew
down
that there was a reason they were doing a remaster.
meaning we knew I had a sneaky suspicion. Like I saw the remaster, I'm like, what are they up to? They're working on a sequel, and I was right. They are working on a sequel. This is a game that I remember when it came
I
out.
think it deserves a
ages ago.
sequel.
It does deserve a sequel. It's a really good game. The first one is awesome. I loved Alan Wake. I loved Alan Wake: The New Nightmare, which was Alan Wake The American Nightmare. That was actually really cool. I liked
Mm.
that one, but I loved the original because it felt like a really great action horror game. But I love this. I think I'm gonna like this one more because survival horror is my favorite. I love survival horror.
Yeah.
Because Resident Evil, good example of survival horror. Especially with the latest one, Resident Evil Village. That was really good. I enjoyed Resident Evil Village. And just the level of love that Alan Wake has. A lot of fans love this game. I loved the story. I loved how it was told to you by the author. I just loved how he used all those witty comebacks and that. And it had an interesting complexity on the gameplay. You can only use light to fight your foes, and that was really cool. You had to rely on light sources, and that felt really interesting. And I am excited for Alan Wake 2 because they're going away from action and they're going straight into survival horror, and I really like that. Give me an open map, give me a big map that I have to survive against these dark creatures and stuff like that. I have to use everything. I have to go raid different type of in the buildings and abandoned houses and shit like that. Give me stuff like that, but put it in a survival horror type of environment. I love that, and I would play the shit out of that, and I think I will be when this game comes out in about 2 years. Now,
Oh
again,
yeah, I'll be picking up.
yeah, we have to wait until 2023, which I can understand because again, this
Again,
game
though,
is a
you never know though. Like it might be 2023, or it could be 2024. The way that the games world is going at the moment, there's always delays, so you never know.
always delays. Always delays. But we got another one. This was another one that I'm excited for. Holy crap!
Is this who I think we're talking about? A certain woman?
Yeah, a certain Wonder Woman.
Yeah. So,
Dude,
I'm so excited.
oh.
I'm so excited.
If you're a Wonder Woman fan, or if you cosplay Wonder Woman, or you just love Wonder Woman in general, get excited. We're getting a Wonder Woman game. Like,
Yeah.
Warner Brothers is making a Wonder Woman game.
I'm
Now,
surprised they haven't got Gal Gadot as the
voice.
The voice, but also the design. Considering
it's her armor.
The suit is hers.
Design.
Exactly.
The suit is hers, and I can understand that. But at the same time, though, she probably wouldn't have time because she's probably doing other projects at the moment.
Still doesn't mean you can't design her.
I know, but I still think she looks great. Remember, this is only just a small tidbit. Changes will happen over time, I reckon.
Yeah, they will. They will.
Yeah.
But I think they've purposely shown
Yeah.
what she looks like, and Gal Gadot, but her and her outfit. However,
it looks great
for
though.
me, it's so good. It's only a 42-second trailer.
It's a very short trailer that just showed the hero posing against a black screen. No further info, including a release date, was revealed. So they've only just showed this.
But
it's being developed by.
I'm excited for though. My partner, the only console game she plays is stuff on Switch, because that's what she. Yeah, no offense to her, but she would agree with it. But Switch stuff is what she's best at.
Yeah.
But this game, she's a huge Wonder Woman fan. She loves Gal Gadot. She's loved those movies, and so have I. But I think this game will be the one that will get her into PlayStation console games.
Does she know about it yet?
I showed it to her this morning. This afternoon. Yeah.
What does she think?
Oh, she's excited, and I'm
excited. Like I'm excited too because
this just blindsided me.
I mean, we've had Wonder Woman in other games. You know, we've had her in Injustice. She's going to be appearing in the new Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League game.
Which we'll talk about.
Which we will talk about. We'll get to that soon. But she's finally getting her own game, and that's 2 members of the Justice League that have got their own games now: Batman and Wonder Woman.
I mean, Superman has, if you count the 64 one, and the Superman Returns game. I enjoyed that game.
I enjoyed that. The flying mechanics in that was so good, and also seeing that gameplay for that Superman game that they were making back ages ago.
When they hinted at it in Batman.
Yeah, no. They were working on a Superman game ages ago. I remember we saw some early alpha footage of him fighting Doomsday in that. Yeah,
because they were also hinting at it in the Arkham world.
Yeah, he's in the Arkham world, and from what we know of the Suicide Squad game, is that it is in the Arkham universe because.
So you think Batman could be part of the Arkham universe too?
It is because Batman's wearing his Arkham suit, his Arkham Knight suit.
No, I'm talking about Wonder Woman.
I think I don't think so. I think it'll be its own universe.
I suppose it's a different studio, but
it's
still under Warner Brothers Studio though, so they could possibly technically get away with it.
Now I hope that they take the approach with the suits. I hope she gets different skins, different suits, kind of like with Spider-Man, with the Marvel Spider-Man.
Dude, if you get Linda Carter's suit, it'll be cool.
Oh god, give me her freaking golden armor suit she wore in Wonder Woman 1984.
I want to say, what was the actress's name?
Do you mean is that I know hang on.
Adrienne Palicki.
Adriana, yeah, Adriana. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, give me that suit.
Adriana Pilecki. Yeah, I would love that. She looked amazing. And
Did you actually watch the pilot?
I didn't watch the pilot, but I did see bits and pieces for it, and I really liked it. I didn't understand
I saw the
why.
pilot. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't understand why they just didn't give it a chance.
Yeah, I know.
It was being done by. It was also really.
It's been done by the CW, I think.
Yeah, NBC. It was doing NBC.
Oh, NBC, that's right.
Yeah, it was NBC. I didn't mind the costume. It looked cool. It looked very different, and it just. I really wish that they gave it a fucking chance, but of course, it was failed. It didn't work out well. I think there probably were a lot of problems for it as well. But again, Adriana Pilecki looked really good as Wonder Woman. The suit looked right. To be honest, though, it's a bit too shiny, for my opinion. Really shiny. And you can definitely tell where they spent a lot of time. But
what are you talking about that?
Come on! I'm sorry. Apologies. You can definitely tell where they spent a lot of time out there. Come on. They're seriously.
Oh my god.
Oh god, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm a child on here.
Oh,
but no, I wish it would have went ahead. But that would be really cool if you could get her costume. You know, you've got if they don't
you got the animated stuff too to go through as well.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
If they don't add Linda Carter's costume, I'll lose my mind.
Me too.
Because it's Linda Carter. You don't think Wonder Woman without thinking of Linda Carter. I mean, for goodness sake, she was in 1984. She showed up in the end credit scene.
And she's in the new one too.
Yeah, she's in the new one too.
That's coming.
Yeah, I know, which I'm excited for. Also, the thing that I was in the most about with a certain Marvel's Avengers game is how long did it take them to finally add in the Endgame suits? It took them almost like 3 months.
It took them a while to also add in Spider-Man.
It took them ages because the game
ain't good.
Ain't good. He sucks.
Jesus Christ.
He sucks. It's also sad too that Spider-Man in Fortnite is better with the swinging mechanics than in fucking Marvel's Avengers. I saw gameplay of Spider-Man.
Well, the Fortnite one is the only one that's been able to do the surfing, the web surfing.
Yeah, and also another thing as well.
That's insane.
It's insane.
Even Marvel's Spider-Man on Sony doesn't even add the web surfing.
But I really like. But again, in Marvel's Spider-Man, I think that's possibly the best web swinging in any game now. I don't give a damn. It's better than Spider-Man 2. It is better than Spider-Man 2. Even the one of the developers of Spider-Man 2 played Marvel Spider-Man, and he said this game is incredible. He even admitted at the end of the video saying this is better than what we ever did. This is like Spider-Man 2, but highly advanced with better features. And also, the guy who was recording it asked him, "Is this better web swinging?" He's just like, "Yes, 100%. This web swinging is good." But again, technology for the time. Spider-Man 2 is still, it's still a beloved game. Still a fantastic game. It's surprising. It's a movie license game, but it's a good one. And it gives you that free, like, open world gameplay. And then they did a Spider-Man 3 game, and that game sucked. It's nothing like Spider-Man.
Let's not talk about Spider-Man 1 either. It was fun, but
that's the web swing. It's just moving. He's like,
movie's all I mean, we're off topic here, but you know full well the best part of that game, the first Spider-Man game, was the cheat codes where you could play as either Peter Parker or MJ.
You can swing around the city as MJ. Not only that, but you can swing around as
Green Goblin as well.
You can also get on his glider too.
Mm.
You can also swing around as Shocker as well. But the funny thing was, just flying around as Green Goblin and then just dropping down and beating up criminals, and they would comment on you, they're saying, looks like the freak show just came to town. I'm like, this guy could ruthlessly murder you.
All right,
but no,
let's keep going.
Yeah, let's
So
keep going.
this is
Another
one
announcement.
I'm so excited for.
Is this one I'm thinking?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, are you on digital trends?
I
Reading the
am right
same
now.
ones?
I'm about to go to it. Yeah. From Quantic Dream.
Yeah, this is the one from Quantic Dream.
Oh, Star Wars.
We got a new Star Wars
Yes.
game. Star
Star
Wars
Wars game.
Eclipse.
Star Wars Eclipse
Um,
is.
so Star Wars
I'll
Eclipse
let
is
you
a new
talk.
Star Wars game from developer Quantic Dream in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games. A cinematic trailer revealed that it is set in the High Republic era and features beloved characters like Yoda. The game is in early development and did not get a release window.
I love how they're not doing Old Republic. They're not doing the fall during that whole the rebellion era. Like for instance, with the fall of the Jedi and the rise of the Empire. I'm glad they're not doing that. They're doing the High Republic. I almost forgot that Yoda was around during the High Republic.
Yeah, man.
Was he the Jedi Master?
He was one of them.
He was one of
By
them.
the end of the High Republic, he was
He became the Grand Jedi Master.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
By the end of it. But the cool thing is though, is I loved how mysterious it felt. Now,
The
High
lightsaber
Republic
scene.
era, the lightsaber scene was so good. I also loved who was that guy at the end, all covered in black? Is that a Sith Lord?
I can't remember. I don't know. I don't know who it is.
Is it the Acolyte?
Neither it could very well be.
Because I know for a fact that it could be. I mean, isn't the Acolyte one of the enemies in the High Republic era?
No, it's the new TV show that's coming.
Yeah.
Let me check. It's been a while since I read any of the Acolyte books. Not the Acolyte books, the High Republic books. I'm a bit lost right now. All right. So Star Wars: The Acolyte. This is coming from Star Wars fandom. Leslie, it's the TV show. The Acolyte is the TV show. So The Acolyte is a mystery thriller that will take the audience into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era.
Now, Claudia Gray, she's the author for the High Republic.
One of them. One of the books.
One of them. Claudia Gray's Star Wars novel Into the High Republic introduces a true threat to the High Republic, the Dragnir. Worse and more dangerous than the Sith. Could that be the Dragnir, perhaps?
Could be. It could
Now,
be. I did joke. I went, oh, look, it's Venom. But, I mean, again, as I said, I haven't had the chance to read her new one. But, dude, Claudia Gray knows Star Wars, hands down. Like, she is... Any of the new canon stuff with her, it's fantastic. Her Leia novel was great. Her Master and Apprentice. Lost Stars is still one of my favorite Star Wars novels. And Bloodline. Bloodline was fantastic. We're getting off topic from the game, but I will say Bloodline is Star Wars novel, obviously, set 25 years after the events of Return of the Jedi and 6 years before The Force Awakens. It follows Leia Organa as she navigates troubles brewing in the Galactic Senate, and she's also coming to grips with people knowing about her father.
Yeah, because people find out who her real dad is. I mean, how would that make you feel knowing that, oh shit, people are going to realize that my father was Darth Vader?
Yeah, so I'll give you the plot. It's long, but I'll give you the gist. So now in her late 40s, Senator Leia Organa is frustrated by this stagnation of the New Republic's Galactic Senate, which is troubled by inaction thanks to the rivalry of opposing factions. The populace, including Leia, desire the individual planets be autonomous, while the centrists support a centralized galactic government. Hearing allegations that diminished influence of the tyrannical Hutts has given rise to a dangerous cartel headed by the Nikto crime lord, what was his name? Rinriven. for a clandestine meeting, where she learns that many Niktos revere her as the Hutt Slayer for killing Jabba the Hutt decades before. During her escape, Leia and Kistefo find common ground and soon determine that a shadowy great power is behind Renover's expansive operation. A motion passes in the Senate to potentially create a first senator position with enhanced powers over the rest. Leia, the most likely populist candidate, narrowly escapes a bombing. Kistefo and Leia's assistant, Kriya Sonovel, discovers a sizable, well-funded secret parliamentary organization calling themselves the Amaxians on the obscure planet Daxam 4. The seemingly frivolous lady Karais Sindian, a centrist senator from Arcanis, is actually an agent of the First Order. A clandestine organization made up of Imperial loyalists plotting to depose the New Republic and reclaim control of the galaxy. She learns the secret that Darth Vader was Leia's father and uses it to sour Kistefo's growing trust in Leia. Feeling betrayed, Kistefo makes the secret public, which turns much of the Senate against Leia and effectively ends her candidacy. Leia leads Greer and the X-Wing fighter pilot to Juff Sea Striker on a mission to infiltrate the Amaxan warrior base on the remote oceanic planet Simbensko, which Leia has connected to Riven as well. They discover a massive military force complete with ships and weapons, and Leia's husband Han Solo arrives just in time to aid her in escape. A firefight results in the destruction of the entire base, but Leia and her team flee with evidence that Rin Riven and the Amaxines were indeed subordinate to a mysterious larger operation. Leia presents her evidence to the Senate and supported by Kistefo. Furious, Carice and her faction frame him as a supporter of the Amaxines, and he is arrested for treason. Knowing Kistefo faces the death penalty on his home planet of Rioza, but powerless to save him, Leia realizes that the Senate is too corrupt to be saved. She calls together some old friends, including Admiral Akbar, Neon Num, as well as Greer, Joff, and new recruits such as Snap, Wexley, and Dr. Colonia to form the Resistance, an underground movement to investigate and fight against the forces amassed to threaten peace in the galaxy. That's the whole plot of Bloodline. Just thought I'd show that, you know.
Legit, I really love how with this game that it's done by Quantic Dream. Quantic Dream are well known.
Oh yeah, they're well known.
They're very well known for their story-based games. They've been doing a lot lately with. They did one of my favorite PS3 games, Heavy Rain. I loved Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain is an amazing game. I highly recommend people to go play Heavy Rain. It's an amazing game. I loved it. So Quantic Dream, they've done Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls. They also did Fahrenheit.
Do you remember reporting on that a while ago, like a couple of months back, that they were doing a game?
I remember that. They were talking about that.
This is it.
This is the game that they were doing. Now, again, they develop a lot. Now, the last game was back in 2018, which was Detroit Become Human. I loved Detroit Become Human. Now, Star Wars Eclipse, this is really cool. This was announced at the Game Awards this year. It's set in the High Republic area. It's 200 years before the Star Wars trilogy, this era. Man, that must mean Yoda is very old.
Yeah, dude, he died in he was over 800, I'm pretty sure, when he died in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, and I love that he actually learned how to become one with the Force. He had to learn that from Qui-Gon Jinn taught him, which I really loved. Because remember what he said at the end of Revenge of the Sith? Exile, I must go. Training, I must do.
Yep.
I love that.
Let's keep going, because we still have a lot to go. Elden Ring makes a grand appearance.
Oh my god. Talk about one of my most hyped games, because I love to hate myself even more with with this, because I love Dark Souls, I love Sekiro, I love anything that freaking From Software does, and this is no exception. I am so hyped for Elden Ring. The game already has hooked me in, and I want it so badly. I am so excited for Elden Ring. This game won the award for most anticipated game twice in a row. Elden Ring got a new trailer during the show. The story-focused clip leaned heavily on the cinematics. It opens with a four-armed woman speaking before showing off some of the game's characters and lore. It ends with a gigantic enemy with two swords ready to attack the game's hero. Now, this is an open world RPG, and the cool thing about with this, it is Dark Souls themed, is bosses will just show up anywhere, meaning they can show up anywhere on the map, and some of the the main bosses are separated into dungeons and castles and stuff like that, and I already love the gameplay for it. I love how the different magical spells you can do, the weapons, the world, the lore. I want this game so badly. I have been so hyped for Elden Ring, and ever since I first saw that gameplay trailer a few weeks ago, yeah, I'm hooked, and I want this game, and I can't wait for next year. This game's actually dropping. When is this game dropping? When is it dropping? I think it's Give me a second. Hang on. I'll check. Hold on. Okay, so Elden Ring is dropping next year, 25th of February, 2022. A few days later, it's my birthday. So what a great fucking gift this is gonna be.
What's it coming out on?
It'll be releasing on. Give me a second. Let me check Elden Ring. Elden Ring. Elden Ring. Elden Ring platforms. Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and PC.
Yeah, right.
No Switch. It will not be releasing the Switch, which I can completely understand that. I mean, you might think, oh, but The Witcher ran on it. This game, I heard, is a lot bigger than what The Witcher is.
This one is just to kind of bypass quickly, but Among Us is
We
coming
have
to
to-
VR.
I love Among Us. I saw gameplay for it. It looks hilarious.
It needs to come to VR though. Let's be honest.
It is coming
It's a
to
good game,
VR.
but I don't think VR.
Come on, gotta give it a chance. The indie social deduction game will allow players to strap on a headset and enjoy killing their friends in a virtual space. At the moment, it seems like only the skilled map will be available in VR mode. The VR version doesn't have a release date at the moment, but it'll be compatible with the PSVR, MetaQuest 2, and the Valve Index. So it's actually going to be on PlayStation.
Yeah, oh yeah, PlayStation VR,
yeah, PlayStation VR. Have you got a PlayStation VR?
Nah, I do want one. I do really want one,
but this is another big one. This is another one. Dune Spice Wars.
This looks good.
It's a real-time strategy game being developed by Shiro Games, the studio behind Northgard. Huh? There was no gameplay, unfortunately. No, it's the first Dune video game since 2001. 2001! It's been 20 years since the last game. Now, this is a real-time it's a real 4-time strategy game that features playable factions and a lot of spice. The game will come to PC and enter early access in 2022. So this is strictly a PC game.
At the moment, I think.
At the moment. But hype for this will be high. Because again, I remember playing Dune on PlayStation 1 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember playing it on PlayStation 1. There was a Dune video game you could play. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Even though I'm not the biggest on real-time strategy games. There are some that I do like, Age of Empires being one, but this looks really cool.
Empire at War.
Empire at War as well. But this looks really cool. I'm keen for it. Next one is another one that you're really excited for.
Yeah, man. Suicide Squad Kills of the Justice League.
Yep.
Man, it looks good.
So they got the cinematic trailer at DC Fandom in 2020, and then we finally got a closer look. At Rocksteady's Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. The trailer finally showed us some gameplay, which involved members of the team running around the city and beating the crap out of aliens. Notably, the Flash made a cameo in it. The game is coming sometime in 2022. Won't launch
Did it
and
come in
won't
2020? I thought it.
2022. The game is coming Yeah, it did. They showed up a cinematic trailer at last year's Fandom. Remember DC Fandom last year?
Didn't they show some
No, they showed
this year
gameplay
as well?
this year one. This year one. Yeah. We got to
Right.
finally we got a closer look at the gameplay. This one.
That's right.
Now, it's coming 2022, and it won't be launching on past gen consoles. So this is strictly for next gen.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. Anyway, next up, this is another one that I'm excited for because
Hellblade 2?
Hellblade 2, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Senua's Sacrifice, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice for me is a.
It's an Xbox exclusive too, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So this is an Xbox exclusive. Now, I really love the original, and there's a reason why. Because the original actually touches on a lot of trauma and mental illness, with the lead protagonist having some type of schizophrenia and stuff like that. That makes her see these things, and they play a lot on that. And I really loved that. It was an interesting game. Now, it's now the trailer for it was only a cinematic. It wasn't gameplay. It was a sweeping cinematic. Actually, no, hang on. Hellblade Senua's Saga got a new gameplay trailer to kick off the show. It started off with a sweeping cinematic scene before seamlessly switching over to gameplay. So there was gameplay in that. We saw the game's protagonist Senua sneaking through a dark cave will come face to face with a giant. Like its predecessor, it looks dark and disturbing. No release date was given. So there was a switch between gameplay and cinematic, and it was switched flawlessly. I do remember seeing it, and I could not believe that was gameplay. It looked like it was still in cinematic. That's how flawlessly it switched, and I love that. We're just going to keep going through the announcements.
The next two ones I'm excited for, and I really want to talk about the next one after this one.
Sure. Horizon
Forbidden West gets a new trailer. I'm so excited for this game.
I'm annoyed that it got delayed. I'm annoyed it got delayed till next year, but I understand.
After seeing this trailer, I'm fine with that.
So it made an appearance at the show. The action-focused gameplay showed off tons of new robots. It was followed by a live orchestra performance of a song from the game's score. Now, I am excited for Horizon Forbidden West because I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. I finished the game a few months back. We're on the free games that came on PlayStation 4. And, dude, I love the original. I love the combat. I love the customization. You know, I love the hunting aspects of taking over these machines and basically, you know, just being an absolute badass robot hunter. And I'm excited for Forbidden West because I feel like they've just taken everything from the original and just
enhanced it. Yeah,
enhanced the move. I mean, for goodness sake, the combat looks flawless. I love the
lore.
The lore as well. I love how we get to go to a whole new map. I love the swimming mechanics too. I love the grappling thing. There's more accessibility with movement and just keeping on the move, like gliding, grappling hooks. Seems that there's more bow abilities. You do more on your freaking focus as well. I noticed from the gameplay. There's so much this is happening. It was just an overload on my brain. I was like, oh my god, this looks so good. I'm sad that it's not coming out till next year. It sucks. But at the same time though, if they need, I'm fine with it because after seeing the trailer for it, yeah, I'm on board. I'm 100% on board. And I also really love, I 100% love guerrilla games. I really do. Horizon Zero Dawn was so good and was so beloved by fans that I have like 3 to 4 friends of mine who are cosplayers, all working on Aloy right now. They're cosplaying her. I highly recommend it. Keep an eye on this one. The next one.
I'm so excited for this. This is a game. You need to get it. You need to get this game. It is so underrated. It came up for me as PS5 exclusive free game for the PlayStation Plus.
Is this Plague Tale Innocence?
No, dude. This is a Plague Tales Requiem.
Yeah, Requiem. Yeah. So this is coming to the Switch. So it's coming out. It's coming 2022 to PC and current
Innocence was fantastic as well.
Yeah, Innocence is really good. I played a bit of Innocence. I need to get it and play it again. It's coming in 2022 to PC and current gen consoles, including Nintendo Switch via the cloud, which is a shocker. Which I'm blown away by. It's coming to a fucking Switch. I remember how heavy
I'll be buying it.
Yeah.
Just saying, I'll be buying them both.
Now,
it was a game that I was not expected to like. I got it because it was free. I was like, yeah, all right. Free PS5 game. I'm not going to complain about that. And I started playing it. And I'm like, dude, this is actually really good.
A lot of people really loved it. It's got a sensuous sacrifice feel to it. It's got a Hellblade feel to it. I loved how, again, it's not based on purely on combat. It's based on stealth, and it's based on
it's 90% stealth. It's a major stealth game more than anything. And I love it. I was so surprised how much I actually enjoyed it.
Now, this is the big one. Right at the end of the show, it teases. Halo TV series finally made its debut. We've finally seen the
mate, we've finally got a live action
at the show. And now this was teased for the show. Paramount Plus's Halo TV series showed up during the stream. It's a particularly epic trailer showing some sweeping shots of space. Master Chief appeared at the end, and he certainly looked the part. It'll stream on the service sometime in 2022.
I'm so excited.
Can you believe that those were all real actors wearing Spartan armor? And just Chief looks so good. 1117. Oh my God, Sierra 1117. That's his call card. Oh, so good.
We have waited how long? I mean, I know there have been other
stuff
that Xbox have done, Microsoft have done, but this is the first proper by big studios, by big film studios, doing this. We have waited. Oh, dude. I remember way back, like I think we mentioned this when we got a little teaser or something the other day. But I remember way back to 2008 when Peter Jackson was supposed to be directing it.
Peter Jackson was supposed to be doing it,
and then they ran over budget, and that's why I got canned.
I can understand they ran over budget because again, you can't.
It was 2008. The technology I don't think was around then like it would be today to be able to do it flawlessly.
Everyone kept pointing, oh, you can just do it like Avatar. Halo doesn't work like Avatar. This is a universe that is built on, so much deep lore, and it's based around, the Covenant is based around a religion. And, you've got Earth with the Spartans. It won't fit. You can't do a movie with it.
No,
you need to do a series. And I am so excited. We're finally getting a Halo TV series from Paramount Plus, which I think is to seal the deal for me to get Paramount Plus. I've been waiting for a series that's going to excite me to get Paramount Plus. Netflix for me was Daredevil. Disney Plus for me was
anything that's coming out on Disney Plus. Let's be honest.
The first series that actually got me addicted to getting on Disney Plus was The Mandalorian.
Yep.
I was already excited for that, and now with Paramount Plus, the Halo series. This is what's going to make me get on to freaking Paramount Plus.
I mean, look, Paramount Plus has got a lot of good content on there.
But I need a series that's going to hook me.
Yeah,
that hooks my interest. Because again, I only have very similar. There are only a certain amount of shows that I watch, and this is going to be one that's going to just completely dominate my time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I get excited for Wednesdays just to watch Hawkeye. Which we
slept on. I still have not watched this week's episode.
Do. Yeah, you do need to watch it.
Yeah, no, I do.
Wait, hang on. Did you not watch it after the show when we did our show?
I went to sleep.
You're a good man. But no. So Halo series, it'll stream sometime on the service in 2022. No release date yet for it, only 2022. And there was a couple of things as well.
We still got a lot to go over. We've got Tiny Tina's Wonderland gets a new story centric trailer.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. Yep. It's finally coming to PC via the Epic Game Store. We finally got a fresh look at Destiny 2, The Witch Queen. That shows us some intense action.
Saints Row.
Saints Row Remake. Slitterhead. This is a new horror game from the creator of Silent Hill. Can't tell how much I love Silent Hill. Yeah, this is another game that I'm excited for. Holy shit. Nightingale, it's a shared world survival crafting game from Infliction Games. It looked really cool. It looked really cool. I didn't mind it. The long delayed The Lord of the Rings
Golem?
Golem got a new
Yeah.
trailer.
What'd you think of the
Got a new
trailer?
trailer. I haven't seen it yet. I
You
need to
haven't seen
watch
it
it.
yet. Dude, even
Oh,
I saw it before you.
I
Holy
didn't
crap.
I didn't see it. I gotta watch it. Now it got a new trailer, but no release date. PUBG Battlegrounds is going free to play on January 12th, which I'm not surprised by. I'm not the biggest fan of PUBG anyway.
Well, man, it's fucking Fortnite's predecessor.
Predates Fortnite. Um,
Um, Cuphead,
uh,
get some new
yeah,
DLC
Puppets.
for the
Yeah,
Delicious Last Course.
delicious
Still need to
last
play that
course.
game.
Yeah.
I hate great things about it.
The haunting new trailer for Somerville was shown. I need to check out Somerville as well. But one big game I'm so excited for is
Warhammer 40k.
Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. It's a third-person shooter coming to PC and current-gen consoles. And I already saw it, and I love Space Marines, man. Oh my god. I've wanted to play another Warhammer game for a long time that wasn't real-time strategy. This is the one. I love Space Marines because Space Marines are the pinnacle of badassery in the fucking universe. And now I get to play Space Marine 2, the third person shooter, and it's going to come to PC and current gen consoles. And I'm already excited because that means that I'm going to get a current gen console. I'm going to get a PS5, and I'm finally going to be able to play this game. Another one was Techie. Got a new trailer. That's that kind of New Zealand based island game. It looks really cute and lovely, and I love the cinematography for it. Um, of course, new trailer for Saints Row showed off its third-person shooting and wacky costumes. Forspoken, we talked about this one. This is that awesome third-person magical game that's coming out. Looks really cool. It's coming out May 24th next year.
Fall Guys gets Ultimate Knockout is Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout is getting the Nightmare Before Christmas skins.
I already saw it. I stopped playing Fall Guys. It just doesn't. It's just not my thing.
Doke have got a wild new trailer that featured the characters doing a full-on dance routine. And a new Genshin Impact trailer showed off the characters in the game's new banner.
Steel Rising is a new steampunk action game coming in 2022, and Metal Hellsinger is basically Doom as a rhythm game with a metal soundtrack. A mobile game, Rocket League Sideswipe is available right now.
Star Trek Resurgence is a new choice-driven adventure game created by former Telltale Games developers. See, I'm excited for this. I'm not much of a Star Trek fan, as you know. I have liked the new movies, but my dad might actually finally play a game again.
No, so Rumbleverse is a new platform fighter. It's a LA Super Smash Bros. From Epic Games Publishing. Dying Light 2 Stay Human got yet another trailer which highlighted the story. Fortnite got a new trailer showing off Season 3's new features. The Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt Battle Royale game got a new trailer. I'm not happy about that because, again, we're not getting a direct sequel. It's just a fucking battle royale. I don't understand why it's set in the Vampire the Masquerade universe. The first game is amazing. It's a story-based game, and I'm done with battle royales. Crossfire X got a new trailer and a February 10th release date. I need to check that out. There's been a full 1.0 release of GTFO. It's out right now, 25%. That means get the fuck out. Basically, it's a horror-based team strategy game. It's fucking intense.
I was just literally looking up what it was.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of it.
Synced Off Planet got a new trailer showing off sci-fi shooting. That's another sci-fi battle game.
Arc Raid is the debut game from Embark Studios. It's a third-person sci-fi shooter. And really what we've already talked about, The Matrix Awakens.
Yep, it's a new interactive experience available now on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. Now, pre-show announcements. Zelda-like indie Tunic is coming on March 16th. Cronin is a new playable character announced for King of Fighters 15.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is getting a multiplayer adaptation,
which I'm actually interested to see because, again, it's kind of like the Friday the 13th game as well, which I don't play anymore, but it looks really cool. And also, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it would really work well in a multiplayer adaptation. Considering that I verse Leatherface all the time on Dead by Daylight, it would be cool to get his own game. Homeworld 3 It received a gameplay trailer and a release window of the fourth quarter of 2022. The Expanse is getting a video game adaptation from Telltale.
Babylon's Fall got a new trailer revealing its March 3rd release date. Chivalry 2 is getting new content, including a new map, weapon holiday event.
Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. It's coming to this summer and it's getting a new amiibo.
Yeah, I need to actually finally buy Monster Hunter Rise. It's been one of my most wanting games this year, and I still have not got it yet.
Thirsty Suitors is a narrative action-adventure game from developers behind Falcon Age. Western action game Evil West got a first gameplay trailer. It's launching 2022. I need to watch that. Have a Nice Death is a 2D black and white action game starring the Grim Reaper that's coming to early access in March.
Indie game Planet of Lana got a trailer that focused on its original score. And Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is a new fighting game coming out on March 17th.
Now, editors' recommendations as well. So, Google Play Games is coming to Windows PC 2022, which is cool.
Yeah, that's
it. That's the whole coverage of the 2021
Well, we still have some winners to go over, so let's go over the winners again.
Yes, the winners.
I'm going back up to the article. Don't want that part. I don't want that part. I don't want that part.
Here we go. I've got the complete list here.
Thank you.
Now, the complete list. Now, Game Awards were unlike any other game shows we've seen yet. Some of the year's biggest and most well-received games fought it out for Game of the Year, while others walked away with awards in specialized categories like Best Ongoing Narrative, Best Narrative, and Best Art Direction. At the end of the day, only one game could take home Game of the Year, and that was It Takes Two, one of the year's biggest indie darlings. This is the year of indie games, man. Indie games have been dominating, and I'm excited for them. So this year, Deathloop and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart led the field of nominees, but they only scratched the surface. Metroid Dread, It Takes Two, and Psychonauts 2 were just a few of the heavy hitters that battled for this year's top awards. Halo Infinite kicked off the Gold Derby by taking home a Player's Choice Trophy, even though the game launched early yesterday and wasn't eligible for any other categories.
So the most anticipated game was Elden Ring. We've spoken about Forza Horizon, already getting Best Sports and Racing Game. Final Fantasy Online got Best Ongoing Game and Best Community Support. Best Action Adventure game was Metroid Dread, which I still need to get. Best Narrative, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Again, need to get. Best mobile game was Genshin Impact. Best multiplayer, It Takes Two. Content Creator of the Year was Dream. Have you got Best Score and Music there?
Best on which one?
Score and Music.
Give me a second. Game of the Year, Player's Choice, Best Game Direction.
So I'm reading this off the Washington Post.
I'm reading this off digital. I've got it on digital trends. Give me a second. Which one was that one? The Best Music Award? Best Music?
Yep.
Just get to that now. Best multiplayer, innovation, content creator, esports. I haven't got that one. Can you send me that link, Techie?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. Got that link there so I can read it off. I'm just waiting on you to send me the link. Give us a second, guys. Alright, let's wait for you to send that through.
I'm just waiting for my computer to respond properly.
Oh no!
No, it's fine. It's just Facebook being bitch.
When is Facebook not being a bitch? Oh, sorry, Meta.
Oh yeah, Meta.
Not Facebook anymore. It's Meta.
Fucking Meta.
I'm sorry, it's so dumb. Give me a second.
Well, you know what? Ever since Meta, it's been running Meta.
It's been running like shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, like shit. All right, so it's coming from the Washington Post.
So best score music was Near Replicant.
Yeah, Near Replicant, which is best role playing was Tales of Arise.
Best art direction was Deathloop.
Best action game was Returnal.
Which I'm surprised about because Target's actually selling it for like $50 at the moment.
I know,
for
but it's
PS5.
actually really good from what I've seen of it. Actually, looks really
Yeah,
good. Now, this one I told you earlier, I'm really happy that she won. Um, Maggie Robinson won Best Performance as Lady Dimitrescu in Resident Evil 8.
best indie and best debut indie game, Kenna Bridge of Spirits. I knew that was gonna win. It's a game that
It
I
looked
still
great.
have yet to play, but I've heard awesome things about that.
Hmm. Best Audio Design, Forza Horizon 5. Fuck yeah.
Games for Impact,
Um,
Life is Strange, True Colors.
Best Esports Athlete. I'm gonna try to say this. Alexander Simple Kostelev. I'm sorry if I butchered that guy's name.
Best esports team, Natus Vincia.
Best esports coach. Why do you always have to give me the hard ones, Techie? Kim KK Omar Jeong Gyeon. I said that right. I'm
Yeah, I
terrible.
think you did.
Sorry if I butchered that.
And best sports, best esports event, 2021 League of Legends World Championship.
Now, the cool thing about with Game of the Years, like the Game of the Year, It Takes Two, and what's going on with them, I have to talk about that as well. And there is another
We
thing as
kind
well.
of spoke about it before, but
And I want to get onto a full-on article about it because again, it is it is very serious and it highlights something that is happening in the gaming community um, that is really annoying and it sucks because um, it saddens me because again, this game is Game of the Year, and this is an article from Kotaku. Um, so this is written by Ethan Catch. Um, this is it. So in a bizarre new development, Take Two has forced the makers of It Takes Two, who won Game of the Year, to abandon the trademark for the game's name. Lest people confuse the publisher of Grand Theft Auto with a platform puzzler about a crumbling marriage. How does Take Two get mixed up with It Takes Two? It Takes Two is part of it's part of the fucking English language. Like for instance, It Takes Two. You know,
it's just a
you
name.
think of,
It is just a
it's just a
name.
fucking name. It's just a name.
So
It's
pretty
just a
much
name.
what they're saying is you cannot have anything with Take Two in it.
Yep. So as reported by Eurogamer, Take Two hit Indie Studio with a trademark claim shortly after the game was released in March. The legal dance ensued, but in the meantime, the studio, headed by outspoken game designer Joseph Fares, was forced to abandon the trademark for the It Takes Two game. This is written by Ash R on Twitter. Take Two have gone on a rampage of trademark disputes. They claim that they own the words Rockstar, Take Two, Bully, and all variants. Remember that Slippery Slope? They even tried to claim Haze Light's It Takes Two was profiting off their brand. So let me get this straight. They go after they go after all these other brands like Bully and shit like that. Are they gonna go after high schools next because
Hmm.
they have anti-bullying shit like that, like, anti-bullying in their names and that? Is that what's gonna happen? Take Two are so fucking stupid. So a spokesperson for Hazelight told Eurogamer that it cannot comment on any outgoing disputes, but is hopeful it will be resolved. It's unclear how this will affect the game and its viewer at this point, but according to industry analyst Mark Splitter, It Takes Two won't be forced to be renamed. Instead, Hazelight and EA just can't legally protect the name and thus be unable to claim against Take Two at some point in the future. Take Two's taking on EA. EA has got more money than what Take Two has.
Yeah, that's from their
Yeah,
microtransactions.
and thus be able to claim against Take Two at some point in the future. They could decide to change the name themselves to evade this, but it's unclear how much this would gain. It Takes Two is the third game directed by Joseph Fares, famous for innovative indie games and saying "fuck" a lot, and the second game developed by Hazelight, which he founded. Following the critically acclaimed Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons in 2013 and A Way Out in 2018, It Takes Two was revealed at EA Play in 2020, a full 9 months before release. 9 months! 9 months! And Take Two decides to go after it because it's going to be at the Game Awards and they know it's probably going to win Game of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell, Take Two. And long before the notoriously litigious Take Two decided its lawyers didn't have enough frivolous work to do, Take Two did not immediately respond to a request for comment. As noted by Eurogamer, Take-Two has been loading up the US patent office with dozens of dubious claims against companies using generic words like Rockstar, Mafia, and Civilization, or even Star Rocks.
So does that mean that Take-Two is also trying to sue the Rockstar energy drink?
They won't, because guess who their parent company is? Pepsi.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they won't do it because they don't want to fuck with Pepsi, but they go after small companies.
Yep.
Now, the reason companies make moves like this is to ensure future-proof their own rights. If Take-Two decided they want to take a whole advertising campaign around It Takes Two, for instance, at that point, EA or Hazelight could enforce their own trademark to prevent this. By forcing them to abandon it now, Take-Two didn't worry. But wow, it still sucks, especially when overreaching like this. This comes in the wake of the publisher's warpath against GTA modders and fan projects in the lead up to and following the launch of the disastrous GTA Trilogy remasters. Those remasters were god awful, so blatant and so disgusting.
It was unfinished. Cyberpunk was a lot better than that.
Cyberpunk actually could function and run on. Yes, it had a lot of problems, but not as bad as those remasters.
Which I'm hearing has changed an awful lot. Hearing that Cyberpunk is actually running well now.
Yeah. Now, Take-Two has targeted other game studios as well, including it recently as October, when it went after a mobile game company, Triple Dot Studios, who requested more time to get to grips with the currently filed trademark claim. So far, however, the legal dispute with Hazelight doesn't appear to have hindered the launch of It Takes Two too badly. The EA published game went over to sell 3 million copies and has been nominated for several categories of the year's Game Awards, including Game of the Year, which it won. Some of the comments here are fucking hilarious. I guess they were grumped that Activision kept getting all the bad headlines and decided to start waging completely insane legal
You mentioned Activision.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, let's talk about that quickly, because I sent this to you earlier.
Is that what I think it was? Was that about, hang on.
Yeah, strike.
Going on strike.
So a group of Activision Blizzard workers have officially announced a strike fund Thursday morning, following 2 days of walkouts in support of quality assurance employees and a press conference detailing the company's alleged alcohol-soaked culture of harassment. The group's called ABK Workers Alliance came together in July after California's Department of Fair Employment and Housing filed a lawsuit. Preceded by a 2-year investigation into the company's alleged frat boy culture, Activision Blizzard workers are not officially unionized, which means that the strike initiated Thursday will not have union protection. The group is being assisted by the Communication Workers of America, the Washington Post reported. Employees began signing union cards Thursday in an effort to get the group recognized, according to the report. It's unclear how many workers are participating in the strike, which has been ongoing since Monday. More than 1,700 contracted workers and employees signed a petition in November demanding that CEO Bobby Kotick resign. Management told workers they'll no longer be paid for walking out, according to the Washington Post, which is the strike fund comes from. Today, the ABK Workers Alliance announces the initiation of its strike. We encourage our peers in the game industry to stand with us in creating lasting change. For those who wish to join in solidarity, please consider donating to our strike fund. Pretty much, yeah. So in a statement published by GoFundMe, where they are raising money for a strike fund, ABK Workers Alliance said Activision Blizzard leadership has only continued to ignore workers' demands. These and many other events have caused an alliance of Activision Blizzard employees to initiate a work stoppage until demands are met, and worker representation is finally given a place within the company. The ABK Workers Alliance representation wrote. The strike fund is approaching $20,000 from more than 300 donations in just 2 hours. The goal is $1 million. Some QA workers are at Activision Blizzard and its subsidiaries have walked out of work each day since Monday in protest of layoffs last week. Activision Blizzard doesn't characterize these job losses as layoffs, However, the company said that these people were temporary contract workers, not employees. Well, technically, dude, even though they are fucking contract workers and temporary, they are your employees. And that it was not renewing their contracts. Activision Blizzard is in the process of converting 500 temporary jobs to full-time status. The company said through the group of Raven Software, QA workers were not part of the initiative. We are all disposable to this company. One striking worker told Polygon, "We need to band together, or we will never get anywhere. If I lose my job to unionizing, fine, but I'd rather make this place worth working here." Activision Blizzard workers have walked off the job twice before. First, when the lawsuit was officially filed, and later when the Wall Street Journal published a report. The video game industry has been moving slowly toward unionization over the past few years, but no company in the United States has become officially recognized. Last year, a group of workers that write for mobile app Lovestruck, Choose Your Romance, banded together for a 21-day strike and won. It was the first successful game worker strike in the industry. Video game companies are alleged to have long profited off their workers, whom they often hire on temporary contracts and leave vulnerable to mistreatment. Video game workers report working long hours, sometimes up to 70 to 100 hours per week during extreme crunch times, on top of the industry's history of racist and sexist work culture. Neither ABK Workers Alliance nor Activision Blizzard have responded to Polygon's request for comment.
Fuck Activision and fuck Blizzard. And fuck Bobby Kotick. He needs to resign. There is no argument about it. This man needs to resign. This man has literally threatened to hire a hitman on someone, on a former co-worker. This man has threatened to kill people, and yet he is still earns billions of dollars. He's had his stockholders, he's had his entire legal team, and people that work under him, or people that work with him, question how much money he gets, including his investors.
Mm-hmm.
He's been hit with lawsuits. His entire company is suing, is going on strike. Call of Duty Vanguard was a complete and utter failure. It was a shit of a game. Same thing with Battlefield 2042. But that's a different company. But Call of Duty Vanguard it sucks. Their mobile game Diablo Immortal was a god awful train wreck. Diablo 2 Resurrected blew up. World of Warcraft Reforged was a failure. Activision.
So his net worth is $600 million. His salary is $30 million.
No person deserves to get that much money for being an absolute asshole. Bobby Kotick said he'll resign if he'll think about resigning only if he doesn't try to help. If he can't help his own company, he'll think about resigning. No, that's just an excuse, Bobby. Resign. Fire Bobby Kotick. Kotick needs to resign. He needs to be arrested, and he needs to be put into a fucking jail cell. Watch his salary go from $600 million down to zero. He should not get any money. He should lose everything and live fucking homeless under a bridge for all he has done to his employees and to his investors, to anybody that has worked with him. The cycle of harassment and the level of just disgusting behavior coming out of fucking Activision Blizzard has completely destroyed Blizzard for me. And I loved Blizzard. I did. And they created some amazing fucking franchise. Warcraft, Diablo. It breaks my heart. Overwatch. It breaks my heart that these are games that I love.
Hey, Tony Hawk, dude.
Tony Hawk. Activision did Tony Hawk. And it sucks that the company that made them, we can't trust it anymore. Because they're corporate as fuck. The gaming industry, it is toxic. So toxic. It's more toxic than any other community I've ever been a part of. But I love the gaming industry because they make some of my favorite games. I used to play Call of Duty all the time, and I traded in the last game I played was Modern Warfare, was Call of Duty, Black Ops 4,
Hmm.
Black Ops 4 Cold War, and that was the last one I played. And then I traded back in, went back to the Modern Warfare remastered that they did, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and then I traded that in, and I won't pick up Call of Duty again.
Yeah.
Vanguard sucks. It's not a good game. Um, Battlefield 2042 was an absolute disaster. Disaster of a launch. GTA Trilogy, a disaster of a launch. What is it with game companies this year and just these disasters of these fucking launches? They just don't fucking care anymore. I'd rather go and play indie games. I'd rather go play my emulated fucking PlayStation 1 games. I get enjoyment out of them. I'd rather go play Battlefield 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to play any of these new games. There's no new games that this year that really interest me. Only a couple. Um, even last gen updates. Like for instance, I'm still playing Dead by Daylight. I'm still playing fucking Animal Crossing. Hell, I'm playing Resident Evil 4 at the moment. And it's from other studios that I've been appreciating. Capcom. I know Capcom's had a lot of bad history in the past, but Resident Evil Village was great. It was an enjoyable and amazing experience. The remasters they did as well were really good, especially Resident Evil 3, even though it was quite short. I enjoyed it. Resident Evil 2 was excellent. But this year for gaming has been tough. It's been
Um.
tough for gaming.
So let's finish the show off with one more happy thing.
Yeah.
Um. You're getting closer and closer to break to be able to purchase your extended uh, um Switch Online, aren't you? You're getting closer and closer.
Close up and
So
so
one
Banjo
thing, one
Kazooie.
thing first. Before that,
Oh.
there's a rumor going around that GoldenEye might be coming to the Switch Online,
Oh, oh, please. Oh, I hope so.
which
I
I
hope
think
so.
needs to happen.
It
It's a
needs to happen.
fantastic game,
It's one
but
of the best movie license games, even though it's not entirely based on the movie. The movie's very different to what the game is. It was still a great game.
it was, it really was.
Absolutely excellent.
And so that's one of the things that will be pushing you over the edge.
Yes, I said that.
But
But another thing I said, they need to lower the price too, but
Banjo
I
Kazooie is getting jiggy with Nintendo Switch Online in January. It's official.
uh,
This month we had Paper Mario. This month, next month, Banjo Kazooie.
Banjo
I'm
Kazooie.
so excited to finally play
I
this again.
love Banjo Kazooie. I love it. It's one of my favorite games. One of the best platformers they ever made for the Nintendo 64. One of them, with Super Mario 64, Conker's Bad Fur Day, and many, many others. This was a really great game. I fucking love Banjo Kazooie. And I love the sequel, Banjo Tooie. That was really cool. I love the sequel to it.
So
Nuts and
yeah,
Bolts
so
let me
Nintendo's
down a
official
lot.
Japanese Twitter account has confirmed that Res N64 classic Banjo Kazooie is joining the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack in January 2022. There's no exact date given in that tweet, just the month. Paper Mario is launching today, by the way, on the higher tier of Nintendo's online subscription service, with
You like
other
my
games
new
such as F-Zero X, The Legend of The Legend of Zelda,
Zero?
Majora's Mask, and Pokemon Snap
Oh,
announced for the future. But it appears that Banjo will be the second game to hit the service following the launch batch and Paper Mario.
oh.
This may indicate that Nintendo is going to continue the 1 a month drip feed of additions to the N64 library. Pretty slow rollout, which has upset some fans given the extra costs of the expansion pack and issues with emulation, which I
Yeah.
get. There are some issues. I haven't stumbled upon any yet, but
Have you played Ocarina of Time yet?
you know I have been, but I haven't
Mm,
stumbled. And where I'm up to anyway, it's been a while since I played it, but
mm.
I haven't hit anything there yet. Well, there are those of us who are hoping to head to Freezeezy peak on Switch over the holidays. It's going to see Nintendo communicating the release of the next game in advance. And good to know that we'll be seeing Banjo back home on a Nintendo console at the start of the new year.
Um,
I still think that they're going to have to bring out Conker's Bad Fur Day. It was their
yeah, I
most
know.
highly successful N64 game. Well, one of them, I think, in my opinion. it's now one of the rarest games to be able to get on the N64.
It is. It's one of the most hardest
Um,
ones to get now.
I've got it.
I know you do.
And now that they're working with Rare, they're gonna have to. I think they need to.
Yeah,
it was
need
able
to.
to be purchased, I think, on the Wii.
Yes, it was. It was able to purchase on the Wii, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah. So it's not the first time though that like they've got the file to be ready to drop it. Like honestly, they do have it. Because these aren't remasters, they're just emulations. So they have the file.
They have it.
It's just a matter of when.
Yep. When. That's it. When. When can they do it? When can we, finally be able to play it? I mean, I love all of Rare's classic Nintendo 64 games they did. And they did so many.
They did
so many amazing games from my childhood I played. GoldenEye, Banjo-Kazooie, freaking Perfect Dark. That was another great one too. Fucking Conker's Bad Fur Day, Donkey Kong 64, you name it. That was a precious part of my childhood, and I love how we're finally getting a lot of these original games come out. The golden age of gaming is here with all these amazing games. I just wish it wouldn't charge so much. So it's ridiculously expensive.
Going back to with GoldenEye, the reason why this has come up, this speculation. Sorry, I'll cut myself.
Oh no!
I'm all right.
Good job. Good job.
Is because a 24-year-old ban on GoldenEye in Germany has been lifted, leading to speculation that the iconic first-person shooter could be making its way to the Nintendo Switch Online platform. The 1997 title, widely considered to be a formative masterpiece for the genre, was previously banned and placed on the German Federal Review Board's media harmful to young persons list. Something that has now been revoked, at first spotted by VGC. Interestingly, the title was only 1 year away from the potential being given the green lit to be sold or marketed to minors anyway, since media on the index is automatically reviewed after 25 years instead of that's happening slightly early. This is all significant because its removal from the list could be the prerequisite to its appearance on the N64 expansion pack. As VGC highlights, any Nintendo game sold in Europe has to pass inspectors in Germany, as this is where the company's European eShop is based. In that sense, then the timing all appears to line up. However, it's not exactly clear who is behind the game's ban being lifted. Somebody suggests that Stabboer Marketing, the toy maker who licensed his Mario Kart for its Korea slot car line, also owns the German rights to GoldenEye 007. This in itself, though, doesn't necessarily guarantee it was behind any request to lift the ban, or even that any re-release will come off the back of it.
Yeah.
But with the timing of the N64 re-releases coming to the Switch, though, as we say, the timing just does seem to hint that something is in the works. So we'll know something official. We'll have to wait.
We'll have to wait. And with that, guys, end of our show.
It is the end of our show.
It is our show. This is a very long show. We did about 2 hours worth, my friend.
Yeah, mate. We're about at an hour and 45.
Guys,
Thank you.
this was an awesome show. Thank you for tuning in.
It was a fun show. It's been busy, energetic,
and quite quite sad with certain things. But again, it happens to the gaming industry. It happens with the movie industry. There are upsetting things.
It happens in any industry. Let's be honest.
Now, for our update on our timer for Spider-Man No Way Home, we are at 119 hours, 48 minutes, and 31 seconds.
And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Before we go, though, I do want to mention this. Michael Giacchino.
Oh, boy, what an accident. Oh, my God.
I noticed this earlier. I don't think anyone else has noticed this. I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything online yet.
He pulled a Mark Ruffalo.
No, dude, he pulled a John Williams.
Oh.
Well, not really, because he didn't. It's the title of one of the tracks isn't anything. But what we're talking about here is I hopped on my release radar, and I follow Michael Giacchino on Spotify anyway. So I hopped on my release radar, noticed that Green Day dropped some stuff, hence the shirt tonight. Skillet dropped some new stuff. And then I stumbled upon Michael Giacchino with a No Way Home title soundtrack.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it got dropped yesterday, and as soon as you go to try and play it, it doesn't play. And then I tried to go on through the computer version, and yeah, it says that the item doesn't exist. What was it called?
It was called. You sent me the photo.
It's not a huge spoiler.
Oh, hang on. This is coming from the direct. So Spider-Man's No Way Home marketing is in a full blast. So now, of course, so Spider-Man No Way Home composer Michael Giacchino officially released a 10-minute preview of his upcoming score for the MCU threequel. The track's title is Arachno Venture. It features the main theme of the MCU Spider-Man combined with renditions that depict different emotions. The track ends with an upbeat tune of Spider-Man's main theme. But it's not available now, meaning it's been taken down.
It's been taken down.
So it's called Arachno Overture. I'm going to copy that.
But while we're talking about him, before we go as well, 14 hours ago, Thor Love and Thunder enlist Michael Giacchino for the score as well.
Yes, they did. I just saw that as well.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. Another little leak. We got 1 week to go. 1 week to go, and we will be able to see it.
I've got the song. I found it. I found the 10-minute preview from Michael.
If you guys want to go and check it out, you're more than welcome to.
It's on Reddit on r/Marvel Studios. I'm gonna send the link to Techie.
I don't need the
link.
I don't.
What do you mean you don't need it?
I got it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I sent the link to you earlier. That's right. I remember that.
No, I got the soundtrack.
Yeah, that's right. All right, never mind. All right, guys. Let's wrap this puppy up.
All right. So let's do our socials.
Yeah,
so
socials.
If you guys want to go follow us here at our TikTok at the Techie Talon Show, that will be fantastic.
We're doing a lot of updates on that. On
next week, especially.
Next week.
Also, follow us on our Facebook here at the Techie Talon Show. We're currently live right now. Go give that a thumbs up. That'd be awesome. Same here at YouTube. You can check out all of our other previous shows, just the same as Facebook. Please press the like and the subscribe button on that one and ring that bell.
That so much.
Also, go follow us here on Twitch, where we stream tonight the Matrix stuff and the Unreal Engine 5.
Check it out Spotify as well.
Our Instagram at the Techie Talon Show, as well as our Talon_show for Twitter. Plus our Spotify, which for some reason I haven't got a Spotify logo here. I don't know why I don't.
No, you have to fix it up.
Yes, I will. But yeah, guys, thanks for the show, and we will see you very shortly. If we don't do Wisher Talk Sunday, we'll definitely be doing it. I think we'll be doing it Thursday as a pre-show warm up for The Witcher 2 season 2. That drops Friday. Until then, guys, my name's Techie.
And my name is Talon.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.